Okay, I think we are live. Hey everyone, hi. You're watching this, so I hopefully to see some people to join. So we have Maverick here, and Maverick is a new profits consultant and also a trainer. So I've been to Maverick's new profits email mastermind. So Maverick and I today will talk about how to find new profits in these times, and the session will be good if you are having your own business, if you have any questions, if you have your own business, how to get new profits, or if you are a consultant or a trainer. Maverick actually did a lot of content recently, webinars and such, to talk about how to go through these times as a consultant. So Maverick, welcome to the show.
Hey, welcome. Okay, you may see I'm a bit disorientated. So because I'm just trying to share this session to the other entrepreneur group out there as well.
Okay, yeah, thanks for sharing.
Bob Low. Yeah, so you want to go ahead first, or you? I think need to do introduction. Quite high say, right?
Sorry.
Want to do introduction on it, right?
Yeah, can lah. So I me and Maverick know each other for quite some time already. But Maverick basically is he is a trainer and consultant. So basically he help businesses to find new profits. He has various trainings around, and I've also attended your training on emails, which is very insightful. So today we also talk a little bit about emails as people join, and also of course we'll talk about being a consultant and how businesses can handle these times. So I also want to see, right, give me a second. I want to see, turn off the volume. I want to see who is
who is watching.
Yeah, I want to see who is watching, and then yeah, I want to see. Oh, actually, Mui Han is also watching.
Hi, Mui Han.
Yeah, have to see. I see 17 people. So if you are watching, you are the 17 people watching. So hopefully after this live, they don't catch up on the number. But if you are watching, please put a like or please comment there so we can see this. We are actually using StreamYard, so it's easier for me to see you if you put a comment. So yeah, Maverick, well, what have you been? How has your, so to say, RMO been?
Today is what day already?
Today is Monday.
It's Monday. So almost like what, 5 days, 6 days?
It started on Thursday officially. Wednesday unofficial. Thursday was the first lockdown. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th day today. So how has it been?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like it's I think I lost track of days. We have been working really hard. So by right last week I was supposed to be in Penang. So training got postponed. Today I'm supposed to be training, also postponed. So basically, one of the clients who have booked me like 80 days for this year already. I mean, it's for this month. I know it's postponed now. So then I thought initially I can just sleep at home and rest, but I realized that a lot of people are doing stuff online right now, and I think a lot of them I don't blame them, because I think when they panic, they see everybody do Facebook Live. I also better do this guy go on stage and talk cock. Okay I also go Facebook Live and talk cock but there's always the hidden strategy behind. You see, like just now this morning I was talking to Datuk James, my business partner, and sometimes we see I see Bob selling nasi lemak, so I say celaka lah. Okay if this guy can sell nasi lemak, I also go and sell. But the problem is that we don't even see the business model behind it. So let's say you sell at 5 ringgit. I say, screw you, Bob. I will sell at 4 ringgit, try to undercut you. But you could have gone to 250 and still make money. Why? Because you are supplying the rice to every nasi lemak seller in the Klang Valley area. So that is your business model. Whatever you show is you don't see. So a lot of times I think it's dangerous for business owners to hey, I see my competitor want to go online. I also go lah. But they copy the front part. They don't copy the hidden part. So when their competitors are making money, they are not. You see? So that's one thing. That's why James and we decided to do the webinar this morning, is to tell people that hey, yes, it's good to always go business online, go online right now, but you must have strategy lah. Do things must have got head, got tail, ma. Cannot like just boom like this or throw stuff on the wall and see what hit, what sticks lah. Yeah.
Yeah. I work with some FMCG brands, right? And all of them say, oh, now we have to start an online store now. Now we have to sell, have to sell certain things online. So it's very interesting times. And yeah, I myself also, right, actually had a training schedule on Friday. And then I had to push it. So since client already agreed and things like that, so I have to push it. So have to be somewhere in April. But as time comes, we'll see many of these trainings getting pushed. Or I don't know. Do you see yourself doing corporate trainings online like this?
It depends on the clients. Okay, so this one with Suhu, we have talked a lot about it. Okay, I'm not being skeptical of online training, but a lot of trainers are seriously doing it wrong. So they just think, oh, I just push my content online, my clients will come. Don't forget, the clients actually get you in the beginning is to get the interaction, so to put online, a lot of clients will immediately ask, hey, Bob, you're going to be there or not? Are you just going to put recordings up there and then so a lot of clients do not understand the product. So if you keep on shove it down their throat, lagi they're like, hey, I don't want. And somehow in this current climate, they are not, I think they are quite concerned about the survivability of the business rather than, going for training is important right now. But for these 2 weeks, there's a lot of uncertainties. So whenever businesses are uncertain, they try not to make decisions first. Yeah.
Yeah, they like, I think yesterday in your webinar you said training is a luxury. You have to make them see it as something that is essential and necessity. So how do people actually do that? So do I change my training to suit the current times, or do I make it change the angle, or what should I make it? How can I make it a necessity?
But I think if you can, so initially there will be a lot of resistance. So it's like, I don't know whether I should spend on you or not, luxury ma. But the moment you can convince them is actually results, to move from resistance to result, then you commit that, hey, now is a good time to go online, but your team don't know who, right? So can I train your people how to go online? So it has to be very relevant. So right now, if you train them on sales, they will be like, hey, screw it, I'm actually more worried of, do I have enough prospect coming in or not? No prospect, I teach them sales for what? So a lot of trainers, they are very, they are supposed to be growth minded, but at the same time, they are also, they don't know how to change to the current time, because right now, so that's what the session that I had with James today is, because business owners, sometimes they don't adapt fast enough. They use the flyer that is 1 week ago. Hey bro, 1 week ago, no lockdown, man. Now is lockdown already. Whatever stupid offer you did last time, now it won't work anymore. And businesses are this. I still see people posting the same kind of offer on their Facebook page. I say, hey, it's a bit insensitive, right? Like, but yeah, but that's me lah. So trainers, coaches, they have to be quite sensitive to the market as well. They must basically sing the song that the clients want to hear, and not just for trainers and coaches. I think all businesses, your clients, your customers, your prospect, you need to sing a song that they want to hear right now. Whatever song you sing last week, the Chong Ho Yawan cannot work anymore, man. This week is something else really.
This week you have to sing apocalyptic songs, right? To sing like post apocalyptic songs, end of the world songs. So I feel like we got a comment from Xavier, right? So Xavier said, what is the right strategy? I think he's talking about this training part. And he said, do you have any case studies to share? I think Mary, you talk about something, I think you talk about in your webinar about the 9/11 one, where I think you said the mayor of New York always went live online, right? Yeah. So can you share that story a bit? Because I think I'm fairly new to. I've been around a few years, but I've not been through the last, the last recession 12 years ago. But how did you sort of sail through, or go through the storms during the last time?
Well, it also shows that you're younger, way younger than me lah. So
At least I know that there was such a thing.
Correct. Okay, so yeah, so one of the stories, because I was still in college before, or the year before I dropped out. The year before I dropped out was the year 911 bombing happened. So, and so what happened was that I don't know what George Bush was doing at that time. Most probably doing not a good job, but Mayor Rudy Giuliani really did a fantastic job, because when the whole thing came down, the first thing he did was that he went on the scene to assess the situation, talk to police, talk to everyone, and every hour he made sure that he's on the radio or he's on the TV or he's on somewhere. And this is 2001, which means back then internet is not so as in thing as right now. He will go everywhere every hour, even though they haven't found any bodies, even though they haven't found any victims or what, or any injured people, he will still go there. So I think that is one thing our leaders are lacking. A lot of times they don't do enough of this kind of talks to assure people, and they literally time out. Like, it's like, oh shit, I also don't know what's happening, let me just time out first. But businesses are doing the same thing. I think a lot of employees are asking their boss, hey boss, how after 2 weeks the lockdown, how? And the boss also say, pray lah, or like even they themselves also quite blur in that case, right? So okay, Xavier, if you can, maybe you tell me what industry you're in. If it's relevant, I will let you know. But one case study I'll try to get for Dato James. He just told me this morning about a gym operator in US. So with all the lockdown, all the gym operators, they have to tutup kedai and all that. And this guy obviously he became panicked lah. So what he did was that he realized that everyone has to be at home. So he created an online course to teach you three things: what to eat, what to do exercise-wise, and how to sleep and breathe properly, like meditation. Within 2 weeks since the lockdown, he has already made 450,000 US. He may have made more money than he was running the gym. So that's one case, because that's relevant. Because if the gym owner have gone to people outside and say, hey, Bob, come to my gym lah, Maverick, come to my gym lah. Hey, people are having fucking lockdown right now, how to go to your gym? But by saying that, hey, you sign up for this subscription package, 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, we will all come in and, we'll come in and do sit-ups together at home or what. People want that. And I think, so once Xavier let us know what industry you're in, if I know any case studies, I'll let you know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting times. I think like you said, either people are frozen or scared or want to run away. Like earlier this morning you said.
Yeah, it's basically flight freeze or fuck already lah. So yeah.
One tip I want to give people also, like, I think what I realized these few days is some people get very obsessed with the news. So they keep watching the count go up, the number of cases go up, and they keep, so it's like over broadcasting, not over. It's good to be informed. It's good to know what precautions we should take and what is the information from the government. But what I see is people sometimes get too preoccupied with media and social media, and then they don't focus on what they can do. And I like what you're doing, Maverick, because you, Daniel, Dato James are action people, so you're doing instead of just watching. So Xavier said he's from PR and branding industry. So I know Xavier, he helps a lot of people with their personal brands. So yeah, Xavier helps people with their personal brands, CEOs and things
personal
like that.
Branding,
So,
okay.
Personal branding.
So I think one thing, Xavier, you can, okay, I haven't, maybe as I thought I will actually remember a case study right now. But because we have to understand the last big crisis that happened was in 2007, 2008. One of the big changes was 2008 was the year YouTube went live in 2005, if I'm not mistaken. Facebook around that time. 2008 was the year that the iPad was created. 2008 was the year the first Iron Man came out. So you can imagine in the last 12 years, a lot of things have happened. So I need some time to look at the case studies. But if you're from the personal branding and PR industry, right, one thing you can coach people right now is how to coach C-level people or managers or the higher level. How do they basically do Facebook live sessions like this? Because a lot of times, I know Long from Citibank, he's very active on LinkedIn. He's always giving videos and all that. Because I think over time he's quite comfortable talking to the camera lah. So one thing, Xavier, you can do is that perhaps you can actually do a quick online course, or you can coaching works right now because training prepares you for the future. Coaching prepares you to solve your fucking shit right now. So you can become a coach, can become a consultant, or even a mentor. Train them how to engage with someone on the camera to ensure that the CEO's teams, their employees, and also the market, that everything is okay. That, because in the times of fear, it's the best time to shine. Right now is the best time to shine. Yeah, you have to tell them that you can tell the CEO, Xavier, so you can tell your clients or your prospect, look at history. Great leaders never come out when everything is calm and easy. Ping ping on that time, no leaders will come out one. But when got crisis, even an idiot who say the right thing at the right time can become a leader. So this is actually the best time for them to stand up. And for the whole past few days, I see a lot of multinationals, they quiet down. Big companies, public listed one, so they quiet down. I think those of you who do Facebook ads, you will notice that suddenly your ROI become damn good. Not because your ads suddenly become good. It's actually because everyone else is cutting down. The bigger companies, they're cutting down their budget as they re-strategize. So during this time of re-strategizing, I think it's good for you to approach those prospects and ask them, go to them on LinkedIn and say, hey, if I got a coaching package that can help you to speak more confidently, more charismatically in front of a camera, would you want for it? And these CEOs, usually they got money. Why? Because a VSS is going to come. Before the COVID-19 or anything, memang this year supposed to have VSS ready across most of the banks. Everyone knows since last year lah. So if the CEO suddenly go online more and basically do more branding for the company, suddenly the board of directors will be quite hard to fire Bob already. Bob, yeah lah, he's gaji like hell, but man, his social media following got 30,000. How can we fire him now? So that is one pitch that you can do to, in a way, to save their assets. Actually, is by investing with you first. So I hope that is useful for you, Xavier. Comment yes.
Yesterday I was watching. I forgot. I think it was Facebook or LinkedIn, right? So the global CEO of Marriott actually came out to give a statement. He's saying, he actually, like what you said, right? He actually said, I'm taking a pay cut until the end of the year, and all the senior management is taking a pay cut. And he was very transparent. He said, we are, as the CEO of Global Marriott, since the thing started in January, they've lost all the revenue from Greater China, which has affected them. So he said he will slowly close down. He was very transparent. He said we will close down a lot of hotels, but he was transparent. And as long as you are a voice in times of uncertainty, you will actually be, as long as people get to hear you and get to listen to you, they want to be led in times that are uncertain. So I will find that video. Actually, you can go and find it on Facebook or whatever. He actually spoke to all his employees and all the investors, and what is going to happen in the next few months. And he actually said, right, Marriott is 100-plus-year-old brand. It has been through World War II. It has been through Vietnam War, and this is the worst thing that actually hit such a big and old brand. So it's very interesting. I will share it later in the comments after this session. I will go and find it and put it in. It's very interesting, and it's what I believe. How a leader should be in times like this. If I were, let's say, I were Prime Minister of Malaysia, I would actually do Facebook Live like this every day to talk about the new cases, talk about what's happening, what's the government doing, because now sometimes our Prime Minister does it on TV, but when you go on TV, the assumption is it's very formal. You have to have something big to interrupt broadcast. But if you could do, Instagram Live, Facebook Live, it's more casual. You don't have to have legit stuff to talk about, but it's just updating and assuring the people. I think people should start doing it, especially if you are a leader or leader of a company.
I have to ask you. Okay, so for the guys that are listening in right now, who still have a fucking TV and you watch it, you comment TV right now. I don't even know people who still watch. I know you watch Netflix, but I don't think you watch the RTM or TV3 or NTV7 anymore, man. That's like, so if the Prime Minister is going there to do announcement, please lah, who will listen? Okay, before it becomes a political shit
Unfortunately,
show,
during
we
these
talk
times,
about,
right? Unfortunately, during these times, my consumption of TV has gone up. So I'm in my family home right now. So the only thing people can do now, I think this is the only time where people have nothing to do but to
you
watch
watch
TV.
TV
But
lah.
even even with TV, my mom, right, is also watching, streaming services. So she's watching like TV Box or Netflix, things like that, and only sometimes watches like Astro
Correct.
to catch up. But now is the time where TV might have some value because now people are have too much time at home. They got nothing,
But it's what
nothing
they
else
watch.
to do.
If they
Yeah,
watch YouTube on TV, then I don't think they're gonna see the news that
mm,
our PM or cabinet is there lah. So that's what I meant. So I think leaders, if you need to go to Instagram, like how the Marriott CEO is, you have to go to Instagram, you have to go to YouTube, you have to go to where people are, not
mhm.
cast people to come to your home. No one will go to your home. You have to go to people's home where their attention is to do the announcement lah.
Yeah, cool. So Maverick, right? So I think you've been an entrepreneur for many years, and of course you have many experiences working not only from home, right? You've worked from many parts of the world. So
Mm.
now is the time where work from home is not only a trendy thing. Now is the
It's
time
a
where it's a
must do,
necessity that
compulsory.
compulsory, and everyone is doing it from every part of the world, right?
Uh-huh.
So what are your tips of working from home since you've been so busy recently?
Uh, I'm most probably a bad example because if you work from home, two things will happen. It's either you become lazy or
Mm,
you become too hardworking. I end up becoming the second one. So I'll end up
mm,
working. I think my screen time now is actually higher than before there was COVID-19 lockdown. So, but working at home, I think you have to use constant communication for the bosses. I know the managers they will have a tough time because they are so used
mm,
to looking at what the employees are doing. So some form of empowerment that's needed. So prior to that, you can see your employees working. Now they could be
mm.
at home, PUBG or what, you also don't know. So I think you need to switch over to a KPI centric measurement system. Like by the end of the day, you need to do 50 emails, for example, and show me the 50, for example. So if it's a good time for you to measure based on results better than the intention. Sometimes they just sit there, yeah, they want to work, but they're actually looking at Facebook or YouTube. So at
Yeah,
this time, employees as well, whatever you do, please be smart. You record it, you document it, because sekali your boss say, "Hey Bob, got do work or not?" You can play back the video. You see, 8:30 I log in already. So,
yeah,
but of course, apps like TeamViewer and all that allow you to watch the screen. But I think one thing that for the employees, one thing they may miss is like going for lunch together. The social distancing thing has you actually become quite lonely lah. I think Bob and I we are used to being alone, so that one is fine. But I do notice those working in the company want to go makan also go together, want to go toilet also go together. I'm like,
mm,
so they are the ones that will realize that somehow my work has no meaning
mm,
anymore because no relationship. So I think as the manager or as the boss, you may want to focus on building that relationship, like do a conference call. If grab
mm.
food together and eat in front of the computer lah, to that kind of experience. So the
Yeah,
virtual experience is super important right now.
yeah. So as a leader of a company, I think no. So I've seen this work as well. So as a
Ah,
leader of the company, it's very good now that you can do all this StreamYard, all this live broadcasting, that you can do one-on-one sessions, right? It's very important to catch up individually now with your staff or your team members. So I have some people who work with me. I catch up with them through conference calls like this, and it's very valuable. Even if you do like 15 minutes talking face to face, right? You
mm.
actually motivate and also get the person aligned with what you want to achieve. So you can
Actually,
do this at scale right now.
correct. Actually, that's what. So my friend Vishen Lakiani from Mind Valley, because last time when we worked on a few projects together, He basically plans his time 25 minutes as a 25 minutes, 25 to meet different people lah. So of course it's intensive if I see his schedule, but he enjoys it, it's fine. But I realized some of his 25 minutes are actually done online as well. So which means that because as a leader, sometimes you don't need to execute a lot. You basically need to empower people, you see. So if the boss just sit there, 25 minutes slot, just pop, now talk to Bob, and then after that talk to Kelly, and then after that talk to Debbie. Just keep them updated as well. And it doesn't have to be 25 minutes. Just update what you did yesterday, what you're going to do today, what you learned, any help. So I think bosses need to learn to ask this question. With Datuk James did it very well. So his is, what can I do for you to remove this roadblock? Or who can I connect you with to remove all this? So sometimes it's not the bosses don't want to listen to the problem. It's like, yeah, you tell me the problem, it may take 3 hours. My grandma also reached home already, but I haven't even reached what you want to ask. So immediately, if let's say you stop down, okay, Bob, what you need me to do and who you want me to connect to. Usually it's these two things in it. Then after that, just make connection, CC the email, call team. So being a boss, I think the key right now is that you cannot be hands-on. The moment you hands-on, you like, oh, I don't know how to figure out this Zoom thing and stuff like this. Get someone else to do it for you lah. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I do one-on-one sessions, right, with people who work with me, it's very simple. It's the format is, what we have achieved, what has been done, what is pending, and like you said just now, the example you gave is what are the roadblocks. Correct. So they say, oh, I only did 20 calls today. I only did 10 emails today. Okay, that's fine. And then what is pending? Oh, I have more to do. But what are the roadblocks? Oh, my roadblock is they have to come up with something like, I don't have enough time, or I don't have technology, internet is bad, whatever. So, but then as the leader, you are the one who step in to solve the roadblocks. So it's all these conversations, even though we are working remotely, right? And we're actually neighbors, but I think we see each other online more. So even though we are remote, in this remote time, you cannot neglect communication. So keep communicating as much as possible.
Yep.
So like so most of the people that I think we want to talk to right now are people like Xavier, right? Who and people like myself, who actually conduct trainings, and like you said, trainings will be very interesting for the next few months. And because human to human contact or human to human gatherings will essentially be very difficult in the next few months, weeks to months. So what are your thoughts on for a trainer in times like this? What are the simple simple adaptations that these type of businesses can make?
If let's say they are a trainer who has done some coaching before, training, I'm not going to kid you, it's going to be a bit tougher because, you cannot do physical training, at least for the next few weeks until the lockdown is over, if it doesn't get extended. But even if it gets extended, then people are still, because the virus is still around, so they can still spread. So by right, they're not supposed to bring people together. But the managers and the managers at above, they need coaching. So if you can take your content and basically coach them. So for example, if I were to ask, okay, Bob, you're a manager, I'm a leadership coach. What issues do you have now? And then Bob will say, oh, now see my people all know they have very negative mindset and stuff like this. So the coaches will come in and basically do some prompting. And then only you bring out your training content. Okay, let me show you this framework that you can use, and you can use it for your people. So they have to change their delivery. So like how my Burger Lab, I'm sorry, Renyi or VK, if you're listening in, I will eventually go there because I don't like tapao shit one. You all know me, okay? I will go maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I will bring my plate there. You put on the plate for me. But what Renyi and what VK or the Burger Lab team has done is that they were very quick to adapt. It's like, okay, you cannot dine in anymore, but call us, then you can take away or you can do delivery. They were very fast to adapt. Some businesses, actually those who do the all-in-one buffet, all-in-one buffet and all you can eat, actually I don't know how they survive, But of course, if they ask me, if you know any all-in-one buffet, here's a free tip from Maverick. The ingredients that you have, try to do lunch pack or something that you can use Grab to send it out. No way you're gonna get people to come and eat all you can eat. Even you do $1, so nobody will go. Sorry lah. So, and no way you can bring the whole pot to the customer's house also. What the fuck? But if you can do that, please try to prove me wrong. And then basically you just do, I don't know, like a Facebook group where everyone can come together and eat. Yeah. So for trainers, address the immediate need right now, because I guarantee you a lot of bosses have not gone through crisis like this before. Lockdown, okay, like I'm 38 years old. I think I never kena lockdown before. Or, okay, I kena lockdown for different reasons, not for, business reasons. But a lot of business managers, for the first time, the head of departments is like, how to talk to my people when I cannot see face to face, cannot go on smoke break together and talk anymore. So yeah, so that's where the trainers need to come in and do it. So trainers like you, for example, Bob, because you are good at LinkedIn lead generation, lucky for you, your content you can still do online using string casts and stuff like this, show them step by step. Luckily, so Kelvin Ng is a Microsoft trainer. To be frank, if you're doing technology stuff, I think you can still pull it off right now, because just that you sit at home, switch on TeamViewer or whatever, and then, okay, I click the new button and then start typing your document, click save, so they can watch and do at the same time. And one thing extra is maybe give them the recording after that so they can rewatch it. Yeah. So I guess to wrap up.
Very interesting.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, very interesting, right? You said to adapt, and one of the things is, like you said, coaching. So if you're a trainer, you should be able to transition. If you have the right context and already you have leads or clients, you should transition to more of the coaching format, which is more flexible in these type of times. And funny thing, you bring up Burger Lab, right? So one of the things I don't see many businesses do, which I used to do for some of my retail businesses, right, that I work with. So they have this now WhatsApp to order. So if you're a F&B business, so they now let you WhatsApp to order. But do you know, actually, if you go to WhatsApp's website, you can create a link for people to click on the link, so that when they click on the link, they send you a WhatsApp. So instead of asking people, hey, you WhatsApp 01093444446, automate it. Create a link go to WhatsApp, or you search for click to WhatsApp, put that link, put the phone number in, and put in your Instagram bio and say, hey, please click on the bio to send us an order through WhatsApp. So there's a small changes. But last time when I did this, right, for Playlands, for retail businesses, people actually will WhatsApp and ask a lot of questions and eventually order. So make it as automated as possible in in the current digital trends. So yeah. So another question I want to bring up, right? So we talked about sales just now, and right now is the time where people sit at home, got nothing to do, not much things to do. As a business owner, we are thinking about prospects, we are thinking about leads. So one of the things I learned, because I've been to your email profits masterclass. So one of the things that you teach is to turn emails into business, right, into profits. So let's say I'm a consultant, I'm sitting at home. Right now, I got nothing to do, and then in my cupboard there, right, got like a huge stack of name cards, and now I got a lot of free time. Yeah, I can even type it in myself. So what should a business owner do with name cards in a time like this?
Well, just type it in and just basically, I think what I would do is that, since you're so fucking free, don't talk about automation or bulk or mass. Do one by one first. It's okay. You can't do. My deal is that if you cannot do one, you cannot do 1,000. So a lot of business owners say, yeah, you ask me to do one by one, do until see how. I say, hey, bro, you do one first. You do one, then you do the second one. Once you reach 100, okay, then we talk. Because right now, I tell you all the software to automate, you also won't do anyway. So I think one thing that business owners can do with their name cards now is find a few resources. Please stop spreading fake news and all that, but find useful resources. Like one thing that James immediately did was he started sending all the online grocery lists. So all the places that you can get groceries and all that. he sent it to all his friends and contacts. And that is useful because a lot of people don't know that you can order groceries online during this lockdown period. So get the name card, look at who, okay, Dato Faizal or what. Okay, hey, Dato Faizal, I hope you're doing well with the lockdown. A lot of my clients are wondering how, worried about their family, nutrition, and all that. And I found this list of all the grocery shops that are still open and accepting online delivery. I hope it's useful for you. During this time, add value to people. Just the thing can be templated, but just say, hey, hi Bob, how are things going on? How's your family? And then send in the templated content after that. Then once you do 100, you go and PM Bob and ask him how to do 1,000. Once you don't hit 100, forget it. You're just, even if he sets up the whole thing for you, you'd be too lazy to do one. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a good point there, Maverick. So what we're doing right now, and what you could also do in emails, maybe I should send some emails right now, but what you could also do on emails
hey,
is to
email open rates on weekends are damn high right now. Like normally email on weekend is shit one, less than single digit. But now I can hit double digit on a weekend. So even at Sunday, 10 o'clock in the morning during church time, man, my open rate is also damn good. So yeah.
So the key right now, as you said, is to provide value. Tell people how they can get through these times. Tell people how they can work from home, how they can order food, how they can run a business during this time. So it's very important right now to actually provide value, and after that, if eventually when you provide value, you could lead them to, if they have a need or a business problem, then you can lead them to actually doing a consulting, or actually doing business with them. So
Yeah.
Maverick, you have something to pull up, is it? Or
Oh yeah. So it's kind of give them the illustration as well of what I was mentioning. So you can just bring it up. It actually is a good thing for the trainers as well. So this one you did correctly. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
This one you did. Yeah, you click too fast.
Okay. Still new to this.
I think it's a button on
So
the.
I add it to stream, is it? I add it to stream, is it?
Yes,
Okay,
correct.
okay.
Okay, so if you look at here, so for the trainers, just now you're asking about trainers, how are they going to survive? So trainers are used to teaching. As a matter of fact, trainers are usually good teachers. But this time, fuck teaching. People no time already. Like, I never cooked anything before, and then Gordon Ramsay sit down and say, "Hey, Maverick, let me teach you how to make, dawn rice with salmon." I say, hey, "Fuck you, lah! Can you just tell me 3 steps? I can feed myself. Fuck your dawn. I just want to eat rice. I'm hungry right now." So instead of moving from teachings, they need to move to tactics. So go to clients and basically give them tactics. So one of my friend Wesley did a good job as well. The moment RMO happened, he actually created a ebook on how to work at home, how to basically the mindset and all that, how to set, and he sends it out to people on LinkedIn to connect. And he actually got leads coming on RMO day one, people business lockdown. He can secure an appointment some more. I'm like, man, why? Because he is adding value. Yeah, so if those of you, if you want, you can take a screenshot of this. Anything that is like from timeout, a lot of people say, hey, I think I better wait until this whole thing is over. You need to move to timely. Teachings, you have to stop doing teachings. You have to move to tactics. And instead of resistance, you have to move to results. So right now, I think the trainers show them what can happen. Like your clients don't know how to set up Zoom, show them how to set up Zoom. Then you can immediately add value to them. Okay, you can remove this screen already.
So it's interesting, right? You talk about Gordon Ramsay just now, and I have to tell you a truth. Yesterday, I was actually looking up YouTube videos on how to do a scrambled egg from because now is the time where you say you just need to feed yourself. So whatever is the most basic thing that I can cook, I will actually look it up, and hey, this dinner I can do scrambled egg, and then that's settled. So what is the best way, even though it's a simple meal, to actually feed yourself? So yeah, the key is to solve the current need, right? So if you can do, like, I like what you said just now. on giving tips on working from home. Maybe your trainings, if you are a culture, if you're doing training on culture, you should do like how to manage a team remotely, things, trainings like that. If you're doing
Yep.
trainings on productivity, how to work remotely. So I think that will be a very timely thing. I think a lot of corporates would need that. So that's very interesting as well.
No, actually, one
So
good thing is
yeah.
how especially those who are in the areas of productivity and management, maybe give them a little template and give the managers, okay, because at home you cannot see whether your employee is working or not, make them fill a template like this, use Google form or what. That way, the good thing is that when the lockdown is over, the habit is already in, which means when the employees come back, they also continue doing the performance checking in, which is good, a lot easier for companies, the managers, to basically do performance reports. Yeah.
Yeah, cool stuff. So different times. So that's why we're having this webinar right now. So because different times require different content and different approach. So Maverick, you have a webinar tomorrow, and for all the people watching right now, if you comment, I will actually put the link to tomorrow's webinar. So Maverick, can you tell us a bit of the webinar you're running tomorrow?
Oh, cool. So it's actually called from, quite interestingly, lockdown to launchpad. I've added the link over there as well. It's a free 2-hour training. Well, mainly because it came from Dato James. So because Dato James is slightly older, I won't reveal his age. He's about older lah.
No,
Older,
he's a Dato lah, so suits the title,
season.
right?
Yeah. So a
Yeah.
lot of his seasoned business friends come to him and say, "Hey, James, how to build business online, or how to bring my brick and mortar business online." And then when James said, "Okay, never mind, let's jump on a Zoom call, and then I can show you." And the guy can actually ask, "Actually, what is Zoom? How to, they have never even used Zoom before." So we are talking to this bunch of entrepreneurs who built their wealth before technology. So they are just doing, and for years they say want to do digital transformation, but tak apa lah, relax lah. But now when shit happen, it's like, 3 years ago Maverick asked me to do online store. Okay, now they come, and here's the problem. So what happens is that whenever they see all their competitors going online, they also suka go. Like just now we mentioned earlier, they didn't follow the right strategy lah. So, and I'll be frank, not all businesses in your current state, you can go online successfully. Because you need to make slight shift to your business model, or you may want to start a new revenue stream rather than affecting your main business. So I think that's one of the purposes that we're going to talk tomorrow. We'll be talking a lot about lead health, like where is your lead health right now and how to bring to the next level. A lot of people don't even know how to measure their leads, which is very funny. Then basically there are 4 levels to it. And also so we are going to share so we talk about tactics just now, right? So we're going to show a tactic as well, how any business owner or any entrepreneur at home, don't talk about technology. I will give you the freaking templates and more. You just fill in the blanks and you post. By the end of the 2 hours, you will get a couple of inquiries ready. Your job is to go and close the sale. My job as a marketer is to generate the lead. So once they see how this is done, and so normally to create website, like Bob, it may take 1 month, 2 months, 1 year for them to go back and forth. That way of building websites will not work right now, because the problem is that everything is speed up. So we need to show them the easiest and fastest way to launch their presence online, which is basically what we're going to cover in the 2 hours session as well tomorrow, 2:30 to 4:30 for everyone.
Yeah, I do encourage everyone to be there. I'll be there as well. So I look forward to you and Dato James sharing. So I will. So there's the link here in the comments. So everyone can go to this bit.ly/lockdown2launchpad. So look forward to the session tomorrow.
No, the funny thing is, because right now, actually digital marketing agencies are doing quite well right now, because suddenly they got a lot of clients, right? But then I also see some digital marketing agencies, the owner trying to teach other people how to bring business online. Okay, if you have experience building brick and mortar business and bring it online, is okay, fair. Like James have done it before. I've done it with a few. But a lot of these digital marketing agencies, their main first business is their agency. their agency already partially online already. So whatever strategy they teach may not be relevant to someone else, like a trainer or a coach, who's actually the more senior the trainer is. Personally, no preferences. I think they will have a tougher time going online. The newer ones, they are more like less than 3 years, like us. Okay, I'm quite old, more than 3 years. It will be a lot faster for them to go online because the resistance is lesser. Yeah.
Cool stuff. Yeah. So look forward to tomorrow, and I'll speak to you again soon, and then we can catch up with you again, and look forward to the presentation and the strategies tomorrow.
And thank you everyone for joining us. Xavier, for your question.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Maverick, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye. Stay safe. Stay home.
Everyone, I'll see you tomorrow too. Yeah.
Bye.